Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Usagi Yojimbo, WhereWhen, issue number 4 from IDW. So we start off this issue with a pig and his daughter, who does not look like a pig at all, so I'm assuming it's an adopted daughter. And the pig is just basically a copy of Zatoichi, the blind swordsman, blind masseuse. Awesome character. I think there's like 20-something plus films. Zatoichi is almost like the Japanese version of James Bond. Not in the fact that he's a spy or anything like that, but just in the fact that there's so many different movies and they're all kind of like their own standalone stuff. But I love the Zatoichi series. One of my favorite movie franchises. So I was like, all right, cool. We get a character that's basically Zatoichi. But he doesn't really last all that long. He's basically just walking with his daughter, and his daughter's kind of, I guess, upset at the fact that she's not blind because of the fact that Zatoichi... I'm going to keep calling him Zatoichi because he doesn't really have a name. I mean, I'm sure he has a name, but I'm not familiar enough with the Usagi Yojimbo series to know what his name is. And it doesn't say here in this issue. So I'm just going to call him Zatoichi. So Zatoichi, because he's blind, he has to rely on his other senses. And his other senses are really, really good. You know, it's so good he can hear things from like miles away and things. And of course, his daughter is kind of upset that she doesn't have those abilities as well. He's like, well, you know, you have your own abilities. You're able to see. You should be happy with that. And then that's when they get attacked by a army of samurai robots, and we get a brief fight scene with them. It's 2 pages, but it's 2 pages, and each page is like 3 panels. And him and his daughter are immediately attacked. I'm assuming they're not dead, but if you were to tell me that they died, I would believe you. But yeah, I was like, all right. Kind of wish we had more of these two, especially Zatoichi. Like, again, like I love the movie franchise that this character is based off of, so I'd like to see more of him. And the fact that he has a daughter here, that's like an interesting take. I mean, we have stuff in the film where like he's helping like kids and other, you know, adults. He helps people in every movie. But I can't recall. It's been forever since I've seen it. I can't recall one where he has like a daughter or a son, like a child that he's protecting. I think that's more like Lone Wolf and Cub, which is another great franchise. But yeah, him and his daughter get defeated. And there's more with Usagi's general and stuff. We're going to be skipping that because that's not all that interesting. But basically it feels like something's going to go down with that. But we cut to the Turtles and Usagi and some of Usagi's men. And they've discovered this giant castle. And the fact that the castle is being powered by solar panels. And that's how WhereWhen is able to control all these robots. Which is kind of funny if you think about it, because you don't really get all that much energy out of solar panels. Like, there's a reason why solar panels aren't the main power source in the world right now. But yeah, he's somehow able to create these giant robots, like robot ants and bugs and stuff. And he uses it to attack the turtles. So the turtles and Usagi and his men join together to fight these giant robots. And that's pretty much what we get. We get just like, you know, giant robot battle scene. And then Donnie like looking over the robots and trying to figure out how he's powering them. And then he discovers, oh, he's using solar panels on this castle that he's using as his base to gain the energy. And somehow he's using some kind of ability to transport the energy from the castle to these robots. Like, it's something that not even Tesla was able to do. That's when they get attacked by a giant robot dragon. I was like, all right, sweet. Like, this is kind of what I'm missing in comic books. Just a lot of fight scenes. I feel like the biggest problem with comics now is there's just too much talking. Too much characters sitting around talking. Characters sitting around eating and talking. And it's like, are you trying to write a comic book script or are you trying to write like a TV show script? Because that's what it feels like nowadays. It feels like comic book writers are trying to get their foot in the door into Hollywood, and they're using comics as like a medium to try to get there. Where they're basically, rather than writing comic book stories, they're writing TV show episodes in comic book form. And you can tell when people do that when there's a lot of talking. A lot of talking, not a lot of like set pieces or action scenes, and the few action scenes that you get are very quick and brief and not over the top or anything. So it almost feels like, hey, I'm hoping to, get this series onto a streaming service or something. So I'm going to basically, this is going to be my pitch to Hollywood. It's going to be through this comic. So we got to make sure that we write this comic in a way that if it were to get adapted, the budget would be kind of low, because that'd give me a better chance of getting it sold and made, as if it doesn't cost a lot of money to make. So, I mean, ramble aside, basically what I'm trying to get at is I'm glad to see a lot of fight scenes coming, at least in this comic, in this issue. Just a lot of fight scenes, and I'm like, cool, that's what I want when I read comics. I want some cool action scenes. So yeah, we got the turtles fighting giant robotic ants, giant robotic bugs, a giant robotic dragon. And I will say I enjoyed this series. It's not my favorite ongoing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle run. There's a lot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle series out there that's currently ongoing. Like, this one isn't my favorite, but it's good. I like it. I don't even know what I would say my favorite is. The Last Ronin Lost Years is good, but I wouldn't say it's I would probably say it's the Saturday morning cartoon series, the Saturday morning adventures, just because, like, the nostalgia, but also just it's a lot more fun. Like, whenever I read those series, it's entertaining to me. But yeah, this is a good series. This is probably one of the better issues in the series so far, if you want fight scenes, because that's what a lot of this is, a lot of cool fight scenes. So overall, I enjoyed this issue. I thought it's good. There's probably like maybe a couple more issues left, and then it's over, because I think this is just a little mini series, and I can't see it lasting too much longer. But it's been a good ride so far. There you go. At this point, I'm just kind of rambling. So there's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Usagi Yojimbo, WhereWhen, issue number 4. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you next time. Take care. Later. So what'd you guys think of that video? Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe, hit that bell for a notification, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And if you didn't enjoy the video, thank you for watching it this far, and I hope the next video is more to your liking. Feel free to check out the playlist that you guys see, and I hope to see you guys next time. Later.